Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. I have decided to stick to love. Hate is too great a burden to bear. Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter. In the end, we will remember not the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends. Faith is taking the first step even when you can't see the whole staircase. If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward. But I know somehow that only when it is dark enough can you see the stars. Let no man pull you so low as to hate him. Nothing in the world is more dangerous than sincere ignorance and conscientious stupidity. Intelligence plus character, that is the goal of true education. No one really knows why they are alive until they know what they would die for. We must come to see that the end we seek is a society at peace with itself, a society that can live with its conscience. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. A man who won't die for something is not fit to live. Forgiveness is not an occasional act. It is a constant attitude. We must accept finite disappointment, but never lose infinite hope. There comes a time when silence is betrayal. Never forget that everything Hitler did in Germany was legal. I have a dream that one day little black boys and girls will be holding hands with little white boys and girls. We must live together as brothers or perish together as fools. No person has the right to rain on your dreams. One has a moral responsibility to disobey unjust laws. Wars are poor chisels for carving out peaceful tomorrows. The time is always right to do the right thing. Life's most present and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? There can be no deep disappointment where there is no deep love. If I cannot do great things, I can do small things in a great way. The choice is not between violence and non-violence, but between non-violence and non-existence. Love is the only force capable of transforming an enemy to a friend. Let us not seek to satisfy our thirst for freedom by drinking from the cup of bitterness and hatred. Our scientific power has outrun our spiritual power. We have guided missiles and misguided men. Lightning makes no sound until it strikes. Of all the forms of inequality, injustice in health care is the most shocking and inhuman. We have flown the air like birds and swam the sea like fishes, but have yet to learn the simple act of walking the earth like brothers. Not everybody can be famous, but everybody can be great, because greatness is determined by service. Those who love peace must learn to organize as effectively as those who love war. The day we see the truth and cease to speak is the day we begin to die. We may have all come on different ships, but we are in the same boat now. There is no gain without struggle. Quietly endure, silently suffer, and patiently wait. I became convinced that non-cooperation with evil is as much a moral obligation as is cooperation with good. It is cheerful to God when you rejoice or laugh from the bottom of your heart. True peace is not merely the absence of tension, it is the presence of justice. A right delayed is a right denied. The ultimate tragedy is not the oppression and cruelty by the bad people, but the silence over that by the good people. It does not matter how long you live but how well you do it. If we do an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth, we will be a blind and toothless nation. Whenever men and women straighten their backs up, they are going somewhere, because a man can't ride your back unless it is bent. One day we will learn that the heart can never be totally right when the head is totally wrong. Shallow understanding from people of good will is more frustrating than absolute misunderstanding from people of ill will. A lie cannot live. There is nothing more majestic than the determined courage of individuals willing to suffer and sacrifice for their freedom and dignity. Hate destroys the hater. Be the peace you wish to see in the world. Human salvation lies in the hands of the creatively maladjusted. What affects one in a major way affects all in a minor way. We all too often have a socialism for the rich and rugged free market capitalism for the poor. Find a voice in a whisper. The hope of a secure and livable world lies with disciplined nonconformists who are dedicated to justice, peace, and brotherhood. The end of life is not to be happy, nor to achieve pleasure and avoid pain, but to do the will of God, some what may. The quality, not the longevity of one's life, is what is important. Almost always, the creative, dedicated minority has made the world better. Courage faces fear and thereby masters it. We must use time creatively and forever realize that the time is always hope to do great things. He who is devoid of the power to forgive is devoid of the power to love. Without love, there is no reason to know anyone, for love will in the end connect us to our neighbors, our children, and our hearts. Peace is not merely a distant goal that we seek, but a means by which we arrive at that goal. At the center of non-violence stands the principle of love. You are not only responsible for what you say, but also for what you do not say. When you are right, you cannot be too radical. When you are wrong, you cannot be too conservative. Let us realize the arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends toward justice. Everything that we see in shadow cast by that which we do not see. We must substitute courage for caution.